Good afternoon, baseball fans, and welcome to episode 2 of season 2 here with Sports Talk with Rags. And today we are joined here by the head baseball coach of Roanoke College, Zach Ullrich. Coach Ullrich, how are you doing today?
I'm good. Thanks for having me on today. Pumped to be here.
Hey, appreciate your time and coming on. And here in southeastern Virginia, it's 60 degrees today. So is it getting ready for baseball weather there in Roanoke?
Yeah, we got about 50 degrees today. We got some rain though, but luckily we're on our off day, so we're good with the rain today. So
well, that's good. Well, hey, before we start talking about this season, let's see. Did you before you got into coaching? Did you play college baseball, and if so, where was that at?
yeah, I played. I played all growing up. Through high school. I was a two-way in high school. I would say I was a better hitter probably than a pitcher, and I got recruited to play at Mansfield University in Pennsylvania, a small D2 up in the PSAC in the mountains. Yeah. Cold, not nice baseball weather for sure. I was not a very good college hitter, but I found my niche on the mound pitching, and really enjoyed that, and played on some really good teams up there, and we had a lot of success. So go Mountaineers.
Yeah. And let's see. And then after college, then did you go right into coaching?
I didn't actually. I was trying to figure out what I wanted to do. I was working on a military base, doing all sorts of jobs, working in the rec department, working at a gym. And actually my sister, found out that Dickinson College was looking for a part-time baseball coach. Dickinson's up in Pennsylvania, right. Small D3. And answered the ad, interviewed that week, and got the job, I think a day later. And fell in love with it. So it's what I'm doing now. I love it. And I'm, happy that ad was out and my sister found it for me.
Hey, got your opportunity, and here you are. And let's see. So I know before you were the head coach of Roanoke, you were part of McGuire's staff there as an assistant there with Roanoke baseball.
Yeah, met Coach McGuire out recruiting when I was at Dickinson, and saw he had an opening, and we had hit it off at a showcase, one of our events down. I think we were pretty sure we were at Randolph making an event, and hit it off there, and I was fortunate enough to get the job, and what a great opportunity, special team in 2017 that go from the school never being ranked before in school history to finishing third in the country, and just a special group of guys, and great place. So and Coach McGuire, awesome coach, awesome mentor, still a good friend to me. So just awesome experience.
Yeah, and I mean, what a run there for the team. I mean, to start the program in early 2000 and here 2017, riding high to the D3 World Series, and finishing, like you said, they're third.
I was lucky enough to come in at the end with the Cinderella ride at the end. I didn't have to take all the bumps and bruises that Coach McGuire had to get to that point. So I've was a key piece on that team, along with a lot of other guys that were in our coaching staff, our volunteer, Coach McGuire, our players. We had a very senior leading team, a lot of great leaders, just great people that are going to be awesome, well-rounded individuals in the workforce, and great, husbands and fathers, and just good people. And that's what it takes to win and change a program and do great things like that.
Right. Yeah. And let's see, before you came back to lead the program, Did you go somewhere else to take a head coaching job, or were you an assistant somewhere else?
Yeah, I got hired as I was the pitching coach, and I was the head of the development team at Barton College in North Carolina,
Mm-hmm.
Division II in the Conference of Carolinas. So yeah, went down there. My first year there, we were taking over another team that was kind of struggling a little bit, and we ended up winning 31 games that year, and it was the biggest turnaround in the NCAA that year of any team. And then the following year was COVID and everything else, and we all know how that went. So,
Right.
And then I was fortunate enough to get the call that Roanoke had opened again. I love my time here. I love the area. My wife loved the area, so it was a no-brainer. Once the wife says, we got to go back, it's time to go.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. And you bring up Barton. Don't really know the school, but definitely know the conference because my wife, Elizabeth, her cousin's son, Carter Caps, played for Carl Lancaster there
Oh yeah.
at Mount Olive. So.
Oh yeah, that was our big rival. They were 40
Right.
minutes down the road, so
Yeah.
they have a great program. We had a lot of great games with those guys. It was awesome.
Right, right, and you bring up a good point that was probably a little bit different for you. I mean, with the pandemic, you did get the opportunity to come back here to Roanoke and be the head coach, but with the kids, with the student athletes being home and with the pandemic, I mean, last year you pretty much met the team like a month before games start.
Yeah, it was I don't know if it was the ideal situation for a first year head coach to come in mid-year during COVID. It was definitely interesting, but the fortunate thing was the seniors that were there. I coached them when they were freshmen. A lot of the juniors, I had been in the recruiting process with them before I had taken the Barton job. So there was a lot of familiarity there. And, the seniors last year were great, just dealing with everything that they had to go through. And, couldn't be more fortunate for myself just to come into a situation where I knew those guys and I knew they had my back and just could spread the message of what we were trying to do quickly.
Right, right, right. And so here, I mean, I know that we've had cases here, and things are still going on, but at least with having some type of normalcy with fall practice, and then here you guys are a year is into your head coaching, but now as you get ready here to start 2022, you pretty much have the normalcy of the fall and the winter workouts and ready to go here on February 23rd.
Oh yeah, it's good to get somewhat back to normal for sure.
Right. Yeah, and even last year, I mean, ODAC, definitely there in baseball, definitely one of the toughest conferences, if not the toughest conference. But I mean, Eastern Mennonite took down Randolph-Macon there in the first round, but you guys finished in the top four, and Lynchburg, Shenandoah, you guys, Randolph-Macon, I mean, it's definitely a dogfight there when conference starts.
Yeah, no, it's awesome. It's one of the best things about the conference. Honestly, like there's no easy game. It's fun. You're going into every weekend. Like if we don't play our best, we're gonna leave here with 2 losses or a loss at least. And it makes it really competitive, and it's fun on the recruiting trail. It's fun in the season. And we have a lot of great head coaches, great people, that we're all trying to do the same thing. I think if you get out of our conference and you get into a good situation in the regional, you got a chance to win the whole thing. And that's just, what you're going through, throughout the year. And, last year I thought we had a team that could make it really far, and we got hit with COVID in the last week of the season. And we lost a lot of guys going into playoffs. We didn't play our last 3 games of the year. If we play those, who knows? We had a chance to win the regular season.
Right.
And we ended up finishing 3rd on our winning percentage. But we got a great team back this year, a bunch of leaders, a bunch of guys off that team that are coming back. And, what a great situation we're in just to play in such a great conference that's going to prepare you for the postseason.
Right. Yes. And let's see. And as definitely there on the 23rd, you guys open back. It is on the road, but I mean, down there at Cary, North Carolina, I've been down there for the Division II World Series there when Carter was out Mount Olive. But that USA complex is definitely nice way to open up the season.
Oh yeah, it's not a bad place to open up. Perfect grass, perfect dirt, hopefully perfect weather. Yeah, those guys do such a great job. Chris Duty, who is the head coach at William Peace, I know he works for the grounds at USA Baseball too, and he does such a good job down there and has taken good care of, I know, all the teams that come down there. So we're excited to have that opportunity to go play those guys. And we got a rough non-conference opening schedule, and I'm excited for it. I think we got a lot of great teams, but I'm competitive at the same time. They got to play us too, and I'm pumped for it.
Right. Yeah, and I saw there with the first home weekend. I mean, you talk about going to college there in PA. I mean, I know that there in the first weekend, you guys are definitely hosting some northern schools.
Yeah, we have Susquehanna and Franklin Marshall coming down, and those guys can come down and be outside for a little bit. I know they're probably stuck inside in the gym or wherever they got. They got some good facilities up there. But I was up there in Pennsylvania, played there, coached there. I know they're excited to come down and they're going to be ready to go. And that's what I want. I want teams that are hungry and want to kick our tails for sure. So we got to be ready.
Yeah, and it's definitely a great opportunity for your kids. I mean, to play in the single A stadium of the Salem Red Sox. I mean, that's definitely a nice. And I know it's not on campus, but hey, if you don't have a field on campus, it's definitely a nice complex there in Salem, there where the Salem Red Sox play.
Yeah, it's minor league stadium, green monster the whole way around. We just did a big locker room renovation. The city of Salem and the Red Sox gave us a locker room over there, so we're completely renovating it into our own space, which is going to be great for our guys. And when COVID's not around, you kind of brush shoulders with the minor leaguers when you get to April and May if you're still playing that late. And it's a great experience. When I was here as an assistant, you got Benintendi hitting in the cage. You got, Moncada out there hitting in the cage. You got Michael Kopech throwing bullpens. I mean, you look around, it's a pretty cool environment.
Right. Yeah. And, I mean, also, not only the ODAC schedule, but I see that you guys play a home and home weekday. I think one day in March and then one day in April, CNU, you guys come down here to Newport News and then I think the next time CNU comes out to Roanoke, but they always seem to have a good team. So even here in the state of Virginia, non-conference games, definitely some good competition.
Yeah, Coach Harvell does a great job with his team, and he's a seasoned vet doing this, and he great coach, and we played them tough last year. They came back twice, three times against us, and ended up beating us 9-8, and those are the type of games we're looking for, because that's a tournament game. That's right. A team you're going to face in a regional. That's what we want. Get them on the schedule early, get them on there late. You can see kind of the adjustments that teams have made throughout the year as you play them early and late. And I'm excited. I've never been to CNU, so I'm excited to go there
Right.
this year and play them. So,
Okay.
yeah, it'll be great. We got a gauntlet that week. We got CNU and we got Cortland that week, and then Lynchburg in conference. So, hope the boys are ready because it's gonna be a heck of a week.
Yeah, and I don't know if it's before or after, but throw in a trip to Farmville
Oh yeah,
there with Hampton Sydney. I mean, so
yep.
yeah, sandwiched in between weekend conference games. There with CNU and Cortland. So your team definitely won't be worried about March Madness. They definitely have some tough games here in the middle of March.
And we talk about that as a program. We're going to end up playing. We play Lynchburg on a Saturday, and then we go at CNU, and then Cortland home Wednesday, Thursday, and then at Hampton City that next Saturday. That Thursday game against Cortland, they're going to be seeing guys out of the pen a lot, but that's a top 10 team in the country. You're going to be throwing pen guys in a regional or in a World Series against a team of that caliber to win the whole thing. So
Right.
let's do it and see if those guys, are ready for that, and throw them into the fire and get it done.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. And I mean, with baseball being outside, does it look like that fans are going to be welcome here this season?
Yeah, it does. Everything's going in the right direction right now. We had home fans only last year at our stadium. We're fortunate we play in the minor league stadium where we can fit 8,000 fans in there if we had 8,000 fans. So
you could definitely social distance.
You can definitely social distance in our ballpark, which is great. And we're looking forward to having fans this year. I miss the visiting fans and
Right.
going to places and having it be rowdy. That's what makes competition great.
Yeah, it's definitely I mean, I know that Roanoke, does some video in and has some announcing, but it was definitely different, to basically, have the players and the coaches and very limited fans last year due to what was going on.
I'll tell you what, I got more emails from disgruntled people in Salem that wanted to come to the games that weren't parents of anybody coming. So I know that the city of Salem and Roanoke, they're ready to come out to see us play this year for sure.
Right. Yeah, that's good, and hopefully the weather will cooperate. I mean, I saw that a community college here in Virginia Beach, they were starting, what's today, Thursday. I think they were starting like Tuesday or Wednesday, and then Coach Harvell, was saying that they start next week. So anything on the schedule for like a spring break road trip this year?
We don't do a road trip. We have teams come to us. So during our spring break week, the tough thing with our spring break is we open with conference at the end of our spring break. It's just how it aligns. So we have 2 against North Carolina Wesleyan on Saturday, 1 against Case Western Sunday, Monday, Tuesday of spring break. So we'll play 5 games in 3-4 days there, and it'll be Case Western's going to have a good team. North Carolina Wesleyan's a top 25 team preseason. Right. So once again, challenge the guys and get them ready to go. And it's going to be a great, North Carolina Wesleyan and Case Western are playing each other. It'll be a great little 3-team tournament going on.
Right. Yeah, and I mean, I appreciate your time, and we'll give Mac here a little shout out because I reached out to him because I know the one game that my wife and I did come to, I didn't get a chance to meet you in person, but reaching out to Mac, I was like, hey, you think Zach would be interested in coming on and talking about the program? So appreciate him getting me in touch with you. What is going on here with ODAC tournament? I know before the pandemic, I know that you guys were the host. Is it going to go to a neutral site, or is it going to start with higher seeds hosting? Or
yeah, we're doing 8 teams make it. Higher seed hosts the first round, 1 versus 8, 2 versus 7, and then it'll go to the final 4 teams, and it'll be double elimination. We're doing down at the High Point Stadium, the independent team down there. It's going to be awesome. They have synthetic field, lights. They had the regional down there last year for the South region for Division III. Great facility. So we're excited to be down there. It's going to be awesome. So look forward to it. Hopefully we're fortunate enough to be in that Final Four and have the chance to play there.
Right. Yes. Yeah. And let's see. So So today was an off day. So what? Give the players before the season starts one day off of from practice.
Yeah. So we saw the rain coming, so we put the tarp out on the field, and we're gonna get out there this weekend, inter squad, Saturday and Sunday. And then we're rolling again. We should be out in the field. Saturday will be our first time out in the field. And then from there on out, we're out in the field ready to go. We've been mixing out in the cage on our turf facility. We have an indoor facility that we're able to throw and do some, bunt defenses, first and third defenses, all the fun stuff that the players love to go through, and yeah, we've just been tuning everything else up until we have the chance to get on the field and play. So we're excited for next week and this weekend to get out there.
Yeah. So, all right, Zach. Well, hey, thanks for your time, and my wife and I definitely ready to come support Roanoke baseball here this year. So have a great season, as February 23rd here is right around the corner.
Yeah, thanks for having me. Let me know when you guys are in town.
All right, will do. And all right, everybody. Well, hey, Roanoke baseball plays in the ODAC, and they get their season started February 23rd down in Cary, North Carolina. And if there's any fans from Roanoke or Salem that are listening to this, don't worry. The first weekend there, the end of February, will be y'all's first home series. So thanks again for your time, and go Maroon baseball.
Go Maroons.
All right. That's a wrap.